Welcome to the Daily Serving, brought to you by Chef Tom Heintz. We're still working on eggs this week. We're on Tuesday. Here's your quote for the day. When I go to a restaurant, I always ask for a chicken and an egg just to see which one comes first. I don't even know who did that, but it sounds like Stephen Wright is usually the kind of person that puts that kind of thing out there. What we're going over today is eggs and breakfast, the egg grading and sizing. Now, it's interesting because eggs are not graded on their size. It's their interior and exterior quality. I had no idea. This is determined in the United States by the USDA, which is the United States Department of Agriculture, or at least by their grading guidelines, depending on the state that you're in. The grades AA, A, or B are given, and they have no bearing on the nutritional value. It's just the interior or exterior quality. But the quality of the egg is unchanged. That's an important thing to remember. The concern comes when you start looking at the volumes that you're going to use in a recipe. Here's an example. Here's a chart that shows you jumbo, large, or extra large, large, medium, small, and peewee. Now, for example, if you're using, small chicken eggs, if you have some chickens at your home or whatever, it may take 3 eggs to equal a recipe requirement of 2 large eggs. Here are some of the types of eggs that can be used. Duck, goose, guinea fowl, gull eggs, how's that? Ostrich, partridge, quail, turkey, and even turtle eggs. If you're stranded on a beach somewhere, you can dig those turtle eggs out. When considering the size of an egg, though, these are the standard sizes. They're called jumbo, extra large, large, medium, small, and peewee. Now, once again, here's that picture because it's important to look at that. What you're looking at here is, in the darker blue, is the minimum weight per dozen. So if you were to take a dozen eggs of the jumbo, you'd have 30 ounces. Okay, and the 27 ounce for the extra large, and so on. Now, the minimum weight per 30 dozen, that's 30 dozen, is the number that's below it in a little lighter blue, and that's 56 pounds, 50 and a half. So if you look at the difference between that, for example, with the peewee, which is 15 ounces, versus the jumbo on a weight, it's half the weight. So that's important to realize. Here's some charts that might be useful to you when you're looking at the egg conversion. Now, the reason why you're doing this is because in baking, because it's a science project that you're putting together. In cooking, it's not as big a deal, you can guesstimate. But when you're baking, this is an important thing to know. So on the left-hand side, you got the egg conversions based on a large 2-ounce egg. That's what a large egg is considered. In this case here, this whole chart has to do with large eggs. So you got 3 eggs, it's going to be equal to half a cup. In fact, I'll put the pointer here. 1 egg is 3 tablespoons. A half an egg is 4 teaspoons. Same thing with the yolks. So you want to get half a cup of yolks, it's going to take 6 or 7 of these. 1 tablespoon, then 1 yolk is going to be a size of a tablespoon. Same thing with the whites. Now, if you go over to the right-hand side to substitute another egg size in your baking, just like it says, you got to look at this. So if you're looking here under a large, for example, which is your standard, which is why it comes first, you've got for 1 egg, obviously it's going to be 1 egg all the way across. On the 2 eggs, it's going to be 2, and then you're going to get a 3 for a small. Same thing up here. So let's go down to the bottom here. If you're doing 6 eggs, the jumbos, which are larger, and the extra large, which are larger, you only need 5. But on a medium, you'd need 7, and on the small, you'd need 8. So you just got to remember there's a volume thing. And then once again, down at the bottom, you've got egg size if you want the whole egg to make up a whole 1 cup, or whites, just the whites, or just the yolks. So there's what we've got going today. Hopefully this has been helpful to you because, like I said, if you're baking, this is really important. Now, tomorrow's lesson, we're going to talk about poached and boiled. There's different ways of preparation. So this is kind of getting prepared for some really cool stuff that's coming up. I love the pictures that we got coming up tomorrow, too. So, thanks for watching the Daily Serving. And tell your friends about this. They can get a free subscription. Go to www.thedailyserving.com And there's a video out there, if they go to the website, that you can watch, and it tells you how to go through the process. Always remember to confirm your subscription. I have so many people that say, I'm not getting it, and then it's simply a matter of not confirming when they get that email. So thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow.